Hi, I'm Jacob Dahl, and this is my sustainable home project. So for location, I chose for it to be in Libby, Montana. And for energy, I decided to use solar power energy because it is the most abundant and cheapest source of energy we have today. For water/wastewater, I chose to use the artisan well that we learned about, and I believe it was week 5, and that'll provide my home with a constant source of fresh water. And it'll require a water pump, but with my solar energy, there's plenty of solar-powered water pumps on the market today that I can use, so that ties in to my solar-powered home. And the artisan well will provide me with about 600 gallons of water, so that'll be plenty for my 5-person household. And building materials, I chose green concrete and timber and brick. And I explained through the PowerPoint why those are eco-friendly. For my household systems, I use the eco-friendly AC system, and for my lighting, I use compact fluorescent lamps, and they have substantially less mercury in them and are very eco-friendly. For my garden, it's kind of hard to plant in Montana, so I described what crops I would plant in the certain seasons. And for waste management, living off grid, you don't create that much waste, but whatever waste I create, I'm going to compost to help my garden and give the soil more nutrients, and other stuff I'll recycle. The cost, so my solar panels will have to roughly around 12,000 kilowatt hours of electricity for my home, and overall the solar panels will cost about $35,000 to install. And for the other item, I chose to describe the energy efficient shower heads I would be using. These shower heads actually cut down the water usage in the home by 40%, so this will save me energy and water. And something I learned in this project is how much goes into actually like building an off-grid home, and how much goes in and how much stuff we actually have today that is eco-friendly, and how easy it is to use throughout our homes today. And one thing that surprised me is like how much work goes into living off grid, because we take it for granted how much we have, like living in I lived in a suburb, so how many like services we have and how much you lose whenever you decide to go off grid. But it can also be like very helpful, and it's way more helpful for the environment, which you can do because it's your home and it's on your terms. And one thing I would implement in my home today that I would like to do is probably the at-home garden, because you can't beat fresh food, and so just eating fresh food, making it your own, and you learn a lot, and it definitely help you out in the future. And that is definitely something I'd like to implement in my home today. Thank you.